The podcast you are about to hear contains graphic language and adult content.
Sorry, moms.
Hey.
Hey. Hi.
Wow.
What a week.
What a week.
What a 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been wet.
It's been wet?
It's been wet. If we tried to record this a week ago, I don't think we could have.
No, we would have drowned like the little rats we are.
But yeah, sure. I mean, I was thinking like noise pollution, but yeah, maybe we would have drowned.
It did sound like a small army of men marching across my rooftop.
A small army.
Just a little one.
Is it a small army of men or an army of small men?
Sorry, it just reminded me of one of my favorite Miley Cyrus quotes.
Oh, okay.
Which is an army of men with weapons, which I love because I'm like, what else would it be an army of? Anyways, Miss Cyrus.
Yes.
Speaking of, she's coming with her comeback.
Her
comeback song. How do you feel about it?
Mixed feelings on Miss Cyrus, you know? I think, but you know what? I think she's settled in a place that I can get behind.
Okay. You don't have to. I don't really have any feelings about her at all.
You know, no. I think of her as like, she's like she comes from an era of Disney Channel that, it was kind of like on my way out, but I remember. Yeah. Fondly.
Yeah.
And
they were like, don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Yeah, they kicked me out of
the Disney Channel the Club Mickey.
Club Mickey. House of Mouse.
They
kicked me right out of the House of Mouse.
Yep.
Do you think so? Like in the world of the House of Mouse, Mickey Mouse is like an actor, and then like everyone, like all the villains, they get along, right? Is that what's happening? Yeah. It's weird. They're all actors. Anyway,
you should get it. You're an actor guy.
We're hopping ship a lot here, but now. there's a risk that Mickey Mouse could enter the public domain in 2024, right?
That's not going to happen.
Right?
The
but
Disney
could you
Corporation,
imagine if it did?
They will slaughter people before they let that happen.
I really want to see the Mickey Mouse themed horror movie, you know?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Like the Winnie the Pooh themed horror movie.
The Pooh one, yeah.
Which I don't think got critical acclaim in any matter. In fact, I think the man who made it, I feel like we've talked about this on the podcast already, but I think the man who made it like said something along the lines of, I'm not making this to make it good. I'm making this to see what I can get away with when it comes to the Disney lawyers.
Fair.
Yeah.
We gotta have those envelope pushers.
Yeah. Movies have been made on less.
That's true.
Less of a premise than that, which we're not a movie podcast.
We're not a movie
just
podcast.
Like to say that. So get that out of the way.
It does remind me of how there was that Ashton Kutcher Steve Jobs biopic that was like racing to be first, and then College Humor was like, no, we're gonna beat you. And they made their own Steve Jobs biopic with Justin Long.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they made a Steve Jobs biopic called I, Steve, I think is the name of it.
Wait, College Humor?
Yes.
Okay,
was it College Humor? Maybe it was Funny or Die.
Either answer is insane.
Yeah, but they literally just to be first. Just because everyone was doing it, Michael Fassbender was coming up, Ashton Kutcher was racing to be first, and Funny or Die was like, we can beat them.
We can do that.
It's a lot like that. Anyway, those are my thoughts on Miley Cyrus.
Those are some good thoughts. That's our thoughts on the LA rain. That's our thoughts on Miley Cyrus. The whole state of California is currently underwater.
3 minutes. We covered it all.
And that's what you missed last week on We're Living Out Here. We're trying.
We are trying, but the rain.
What's the best piece of media you consumed in the past 2 weeks?
Ooh, I would say The Last of Us TV show
premiered.
And Elena and I just finished playing through the game for the first time because we hadn't. And Synergy, but I really wanted to before it started. And, you know, I'm a fan of video games, and I'm a fan of video game movies, but they're often, for the most part, horrible.
Not good.
It's kind of the same thing I went through as a kid with, like, superhero movies and stuff. Like, you love superheroes so much, but, like, no one makes a good one for 20, 30, 40 years. It took until, I'm going to say, the first Spider-Man movie before it was like, oh, shit, these can be good. They can be good.
Did Spider-Man come out before Christopher Nolan's Batmans? Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man?
Let's see. The first one was like 2002.
I don't know, man.
Dark Knight was 2008. I feel like Batman Begins was like 2005.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I was just curious. I knew you'd know.
It was the first one I think I saw. Like, it was PG-13. I wasn't, I think I was just old enough to go.
Ooh. He said, I'm 13 and I'm
Yeah.
going to see Spidey-Man.
And, like, as a young boy, like, there was definitely stuff in that movie that was like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. Some of this is pretty bloody.
He's squirting webs. He's squirting webs all over his room.
Some of that was pretty erotic.
Yeah.
Sam Raimi.
I mean,
we see what you're doing.
We see what you're doing.
But no, like, I remember, like, I might have talked about this before too, but having to go to our friend's home afterwards, and he was not allowed to see the movie yet.
Damn.
And we had to act like we didn't just see the best fucking movie of our lives. Like,
damn.
Yeah. So like, how was it? Oh, it was good. It was pretty good.
I'm imagining you. I don't know if you know the meme of that kid where he's like, ugh, and like the vein is popping out of his forehead.
Yeah.
I feel like you were that guy.
It was a little bit like that.
A little bit like that.
So, I don't know. Video game movies are now having their version of this. Their time to shine.
Okay, I'm fine with that. The video game I've most recently been playing, I don't think I talked about this on the pod yet, is a game called Unpacking.
Right.
A game where I didn't talk. Did I?
You
talk
talked
about,
to me in person.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because this isn't in person. It's a game called Unpacking where you truly just unpack things and put them into an apartment.
And it seems nice.
And it's really relaxing, and I can't wait for that to get its movie moment.
The unpacking. Who would you cast?
I would cast Zendaya, obviously.
Of course, you gotta have her.
I gotta have her in every movie I make.
Yeah, in every movie you make, you always cast
in a
Zendaya.
weird move, I would also cast Timothée Chalamet just because I feel like,
well,
you know,
they work well together.
in Dune, so I might as well cast them in the Unpacking video. But there's no people in the Unpacking video game.
Is it like Cars? Is it like people cease to exist?
I don't know. You're just a cursor and you just click on an item and then you drop it in a place, and it is delightful. So Unpacking the movie. I'm just putting it out there. Anyone wants to write it?
Yeah.
Unpacking the movie is
free idea.
Right there.
Yeah.
Free idea. I'm passing out like Halloween candies.
Is that the best piece of media you've consumed recently?
Yeah, I would say probably. I also watched Last of Us
yeah.
and have given up on the video game because it's too hard.
It is hard.
It's not intuitive in the least.
It is a hard play.
I keep shooting on accident.
Oh, and then you waste those bullets.
And then you waste bullets, and it's loud, and everyone for miles is like, somebody's got a gun, let's go fuck that guy up, and then you're doomed.
Literally, Elena and I got stuck in like the first part where you have to fight clickers because of that. Because we had like 3 bullets and we can't use them.
Yeah, I've been in an office building for weeks, and then you don't play for a week and you forget all the controls because it's not intuitive.
Nope, can't confirm. Every time we picked up the controllers, I had to learn it all over again because the frustration of dying made me stop
wiped
playing.
my brain.
We did turn it down to easy mode, or at least one mode less than whatever it starts
I think
at.
I need to do that. I think maybe I need to do that.
It helped.
Yeah.
It was still hard, though. Yeah, it's just hard to point and shoot in that game. The controls are...
difficult.
It's no Mario Kart.
It's no Mario Kart. It's no Unpacking.
It's no Unpacking.
This isn't a video game podcast, but we should probably start the show.
Yeah, let's unpack that in the rest of the episode. How's that?
That's good.
Rank my segues. This is a new game we're playing.
Rank my segues.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
You caught my eye in the grocery line, and I fancied myself a man worth your time, and I couldn't help thinking, I wish you were mine, a man-seeking woman whose total is 589. I don't do this often. I'm not like other guys, which is why I find myself in a sort of existential crisis.
Podcast for listeners seeking eggs unfertilized. It's time for another Existential Crisis, the show where we take the misconnection section into new directions. I'm Talon Bigelow.
I'm Sarah Thompson.
And what is this show?
Well, this show is a place where we take a deep dive into the internet's most famous list, Craigslist, a free place where you can post about pretty much whatever you want as long as it's in a specific category. We like to go through the misconnection section, which is all about moments that you think you might have had with strangers in public. You didn't act on them in the moment, and so now you're regretting it. You're shouting it into the void in the hopes that that person you mean it for hears it and responds. And, you know, it's a place about love, about loss, about just being fucking horny.
Mostly that
one. But yeah, it's really, it's got everything.
It's got everything. And you bring up a good point, and that is, it is free. And I'm wondering, like, what would a premium version of Craigslist look like?
I think it would let you see a photo taken on the person who's writing its laptop.
Whoa, at random? Like it just, oh my God.
Chooses a photo.
I would join that social
fast.
media website.
I would pay
that
hundreds of dollars.
Just if it picks a photo at random. You don't get to choose. It's like Be Real, only we're going to just randomly select something from your photo roll. Roll. We're going to select something from your camera roll at random, hidden photos included.
Yeah.
Just whatever.
It's
a crapshoot. Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'd pay $3 a month.
I'm pitching it to Craig. End his list.
Okay, Craig.
Something else we do on this podcast is that we like to read these cold. So all the misconnections that Talon's going to read, he has never seen before. All the ones that I am going to read, I have not seen before, unless we happen to have skipped across them before. But I'll go ahead and pass one over to Talon and take it away, buddy.
Let's go. The guy at the necktie counter. You volunteered to help, and you don't even work there. You are right. We straight guys need help picking cloths. You are a very impressive young man. Smart and fit is a great combo. Don't read too much into it, but would love to take you out to lunch or dinner. But we shouldn't read that much into it.
Don't. You're smart, you're fit. But you know what? Us straight guys, we straighties, us heterosexuals.
I feel like the more you have to work it into conversation that you might be straight, the less straight
us
you are.
Us dudes who don't like to see other dudes' genitals.
Like,
us
just say no homo.
Haters.
It's
There's
easier.
one ween I want to see, and it's my own ween, and it's in the mirror.
Don't read too much into this. I don't want to see your like penis or anything.
No,
but
no.
I would love to take you out to dinner or lunch. Whatever's more
Whatever's
straight.
less homoerotic.
Whatever's less gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you think lunch, well, that's close to brunch. That's pretty gay.
That's kind of, if there's like a mimosa in the radius of the restaurant, I think that is a homosexual act. Yeah. So probably dinner and like somewhere that has like 8 TVs playing sports.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then sports, man-to-man contact.
Ooh.
Gay.
That's
so
a
it's
good
like,
point. The more sports that are on screen. Oh, shit.
The more chance. I don't know if I've ever talked about this on the podcast. I feel like I've told the story. And it's not even that good of a story because it requires a visual.
Oh.
But one time...
I'm willing to risk it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
One time I was at like a BJ's, which don't... Side note, person who wrote this misconnection, don't take him to BJ's. That's also sending mixed signals.
Don't read into that too much at all. It's just the name of a guy.
It's just the name of a guy, probably.
Yeah, probably.
And we were at a BJ's and we were watching, sports was just on in the background, which is not something I usually watch. It was soccer. Mm-hmm. And we were all eating at the table and just like chit-chatting. Yeah. And then for some reason, all of us like happened to pause in our conversation at the same time and just glance at the TV. And at that exact moment, it was as though God had like plucked his finger in. And at that exact moment, there was a guy on screen playing soccer and his schlong he was like running and it like pressed up against the front of his shorts and it was so obscenely large that all of us were just like, what the fuck? Like, and all of us had just happened to pause and watch that at the same time in the middle of this busy restaurant. So don't take him to BJ's is the moral of that story.
Don't go
for
to
more
BJ's.
reasons than one.
For more reasons than one. What is the straightest place you think you could go for a meal?
Olive Garden.
Breadsticks, though.
So
pretty phallic.
Especially because I eat them like this. Oh.
Yeah,
you know?
That's the only way.
I'm glad everyone who's listening to this could only hear how I just ate that breadstick. You can imagine.
We'll
Put on
see.
your thinking caps.
We'll see.
Imagine how I ate that. Put on your thinking caps.
You know exactly how it went.
I would think maybe also like, I'm trying to think like one of those like 50s diners.
Sure.
Because 50s were all about repressing homosexuality. So I feel like the Corvette diner.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Somewhere where the the waitress has gotta wear a skirt and a little hat.
Yeah. Because you would think Hooters would be the most straight place to eat. But we're forgetting about lesbians.
That's a good point. If lesbians are around...
They like some janky wankies.
Oh, man.
Nothing.
Even think about it.
I will also say one of my old bosses was meeting his boyfriend's family for the first time.
Yeah.
And I was talking to my boss and he was like, yeah, like we're going out later today. Like I'm nervous about it. And I was like, oh my gosh, where are you going? And he was like, Hooters. And I was like, so not only are they meeting their gay son's boyfriend, but they decided that they should do this at a Hooters.
Just, you don't want to risk anything.
Anything. Yeah. Oh, that is... It's like, for gay men, it's like the most neutralizing place.
Because if they see someone who has a dick, it's going to be very distracting.
I am full of stories today, but I will also say that... I went to Catholic school, as we all know. And I had religion class, which is a class that should be abolished. The people teaching were just hacks. Hilarious, but hacks.
Yeah.
And a religion teacher legitimately told us, because you know what gay men do all day? They're just, you know how to tell a gay man. They're just like always looking for each other's penises. Like they're always looking at crotches. And he legitimately believed that.
Wow.
And it was a lot to handle. And I don't mean to put on ye olde everyone homophobic is a repressed homosexual. But this guy reminded me of the caterpillar from A Bug's Life. So if that says anything to you.
Wait, is Heimlich?
Oh, Heimlich's gay as fuck.
Wow, I never thought
You think he was just gobbling food?
I gotta say, I never really thought about his sexual orientation.
He was also gobbling on those dicks.
Those caterpillar dicks. Do caterpillars...
Like they were Olive Garden breadsticks.
Nah, I'll do it. Yeah. I was trying to think of another straight place to go eat, and I immediately, like, Denny's popped up, and I was like, no. Because that's where all the theater kids are having the cast parties.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
I've been there. I've been there plenty of closing nights.
Oh, my God.
Or at least, opening nights.
Yeah, what's another place, like...
Maybe a Taco Bell. Maybe the...
Yeah, but gays love Taco Bell.
Gays do
like
love Taco
Baja
Bell.
Blast is like... Baja Blast is like wine of the gods for the gays.
Baja Blast sounds like
my
a gay
blood.
euphemism.
My blood runs electric teal.
What? Maybe like what about like an Ivar's, like a clam chowder restaurant?
Ivar's?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like
my God, I don't know about it because I'm gay. It's just every time I drive past an Ivar's, it's just like a big black smear.
It's like a part of the map that hasn't loaded for you. Yeah.
Oh my God, please tell me about Ivar's, sorry.
I mean, okay, so what is the equivalent clam chowder place in California? I'm sure you got one. I feel like every state has a regional chowder restaurant.
This is that's a very Pacific Northwest blinders on sort of opinion I think you have.
Okay, then I know Oregon has one and I forget it because
it is Moe's.
Okay, Moe's. So it's like the Moe's of Washington, I feel.
Okay. Skylar? What is it called? McIver's? It's not even sticking in my head. Oh my God.
Ivar's. Ivar's. Now I'm saying it and it doesn't sound like a word to me. Ivar's? I think it's Ivar's.
Okay. I'm glad. Wow, this is so exciting.
Yeah.
We found it.
So it's a clam chowder restaurant.
Okay.
If one exists in your state, that's where all the straights are hanging out.
I do feel like clam chowder could be pushed into being a euphemism for something else, but we really don't have to get into it. Okay, is this the first one, the one you want me to read first?
Sure, yeah.
Great. Wealthy goat farmer. I saw you at the town hall in Tillamook. You were sitting near the front during the senator's Q&A. I heard you talk to the man beside you, and your accent told me you aren't from here. You are incredibly handsome and remind me of a wealthy goat farmer. Are you? Now, the first thing this made me think of is Ed, and Eddie.
Wow. Okay.
The young boy of color on that who wasn't Johnny. There was another guy, and his father was he used to say his father was a farmer, right? Like that was like one of his catchphrases.
Okay, I'm remembering. So is Johnny the one with the straight black hair?
No, that's what I'm talking about. Johnny's the bald one.
Johnny's the bald one. Okay.
With Plank. Johnny has Plank.
Right.
And then there's this other guy whose name I don't remember, and I feel like one of his catchphrases was like, "My father's a farmer or something.
I believe it. We're going to look that up later.
I
but-
didn't like watching Ed, Edd and Eddy because it caused me to feel like derealization. Like it
Cartoon Network
But
was weird.
Yeah. It made me
Yeah.
feel like the world around me wasn't real. And so
Yeah.
I would like have to not watch it because it would like send me into an existential crisis.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just the animation did
Yeah.
something in my brain.
No, I mean, those jawbreakers were very uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable. And like everyone's teeth and tongues were weird colors, which I didn't like. And there were never any parents. Like everyone was alone.
That's a good point.
And it just like stressed me out, man.
Cartoon Network was a weird one.
It was.
I feel that way, I think, about Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh, well, Courage the Cowardly Dog was like different because it was made to be scary.
Yes.
So like in some ways that was like it's like the roller coaster of cartoons.
Okay, here's another. I'm gonna throw in another one. Nickelodeon, As Told by Ginger. They're okay. First of all, there were some good Nickelodeon like Halloween-y kind of episodes.
Yes.
that were very
Oh my God,
enjoyable.
yes.
As Told by Ginger had one where like the combination of, I don't know, storytelling and animation gave me like nightmares. It was
Oh
just,
my
like,
God.
it just kind of freaked me out, and I don't know. What is this? There's some kids' animations a little freaky.
Oh, absolutely. And I remember As Told by Ginger, Ginger's lips always really freaked me out. They were like so separate from her face. Like they
Yeah.
were like 3-dimensional
Yeah.
and like wormy.
Not pleasant.
What were we talking about?
We're talking about goat farmers.
Goat farmers.
What is so? Yeah, I
that
was
you
trying-
remind me of a goat farmer. Yes.
What does a wealthy goat farmer look like?
I don't know. Like, I guess like they're wearing gold, but also they smell like goat.
Yeah, they're probably chewing on hay, and they got like a straw hat.
Yeah.
but also their overalls say Gucci.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Goatee. No.
Gochi,
Goatee.
Gochi.
Anyway, we won't try too hard. We don't want to hurt ourselves.
No.
Yeah, I think that's a good analysis.
Here's another thing. Is that a compliment?
I don't know. I think it would be because I would think that like a goat farm would be kind of attractive because they like heave they heave goats over their shoulders and carry them like this.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah,
And they have wealth.
they are wealthy.
And when capitalism meets its untimely demise, they'll have like useful skills to help me after the fall
That's
of
true.
society.
It wouldn't be a bad thing to be, shacked up with a goat farmer.
Yeah.
In the apocalypse. In the
What?
end
I'm not
times.
good enough to marry?
You can marry a goat farmer. You could be married
We're
to a
just
goat farmer if you
shacked
want.
up.
You could be cuffed up. You could be.
Whoa.
I mean, like, yeah, not that way. But if you want to, it's your
It's
life.
your goat farmer.
It's your goat farmer.
Yeah, and also Tillamook, like, that is cow cheese land. So, they might be like getting a little bit into like someone else's territory.
Ooh. Now I'm imagining like a rebellious, like leather jacket clad kind of goat farmer. Like they say this is the cow's turf, but I don't think so.
My goats are chewing on weeds. I don't know. Goats are great.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of goats.
they do smell like pee.
Well, that's because they pee on their own beards. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did know that because of you.
Yeah.
So
Well,
something to
I'm
consider.
glad I could give that to you. Well, anyways, wealthy goat farmer.
That was the wealthy goat farmer bit.
That was wealthy goat farmer.
Arizona Idol at Club 205. You came into 205 and told me about your life in the music industry. You got 24th place in American Idol, but I don't know what season, so I wasn't able to look you up. We got dances, but never said goodbye. Last night, I had a crazy dream about you where you broke the Matrix. Come back to 205. I need to know more.
I think we all need to know more.
Yeah. You broke the Matrix in the
dream. I'm sorry, are you just skipping over the part where they were on American Idol?
Well, I was stuck on the Matrix part, and then there's the American Idol part. 24th place. What episode do you leave by?
I was literally about to ask because I've never watched American Idol, really. I only ever watched the audition episodes because after the audition episodes, what's the point?
It is a show that was really like, it got you in with the bad auditions.
Because also, like, on American Idol, like, there isn't anything where they, like, train them or anything, right? Like, they just continue to sing every week.
Yep.
So it's not like there's a chance for personal growth.
Nope.
So it's not a show I was ever invested in. But yeah, 24th, does that even get you...
Yeah.
Are you do you get to sing on the stage by yourself in front of people? Or are you still you're auditioning for just the 4 people who are judges?
That's a good question. Gosh, it's been a while since I've watched American Idol with my eyes, but...
What else are you watching with? your ass.
My ass. Yeah. You know,
That's pretty gay.
It's,
Anyway.
There's no better way to ingest a little Jennifer Hudson. Yeah, I honestly, I gotta look it up. I think I don't think it's that impressive. I gotta say.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people have probably made it to 24th on American Idol.
Yeah. Everyone's got an uncle who's been in 24th place on American Idol. Who cares?
Would you rather, this is an easy question, and I regret asking it already, but
All
would
right.
you rather come 24th on American Idol or be like Ruben Studdard and come first, but nobody remembers you're the winner because Kelly Clarkson really stole your thunder?
Ooh, good question. Yeah, because he...
Like, is he
did
okay?
win. I mean, last time I saw him was the Scooby-Doo movie. He did have a cameo in that.
Yeah. So I guess it worked out well for him.
But it's true. I mean, that whole show, it really doesn't matter if you win. It's just, you know, you're
do you
all
know?
being advertised to the world. If someone likes you, they'll give you a record deal. If you're Clay Aiken, you'll end up on Broadway. You'll
Yeah.
end up in a 30 Rock episode playing yourself.
And if you were invisible...
If I could just watch you in your room.
That's Tullen's favorite Clay Aiken song. I just want everyone to know I did that for him.
Well, I don't know.
That was a gift
Thank you.
from me to you.
I don't know if I could name another Clay Aiken song.
Mary,
but
did you know?
Okay.
And I know he didn't write that song, but that is
Right.
his song now.
Yeah.
He sang it, and it became his song.
He really grove into the shit out of that one.
He did.
Yeah.
Aikenites rise.
I'll remember him fondly as Sir Lancelot in Spamalot.
Studies? Where are
Ruben
the
Studdard.
studies?
Where are the studies at? What? Yeah, someone checking on Ruben Studdard. He deserves...
Clarksters. And then remember when it was David versus David? We had David Archuleta and David Lambert.
Yeah.
Were those the two Davids?
Adam Lambert. Is that who it is? David
Clearly.
Archuleta. David Cook?
I don't know why I'm pitting two baddies against each other. I'm sorry.
I think David
It was
Cook
David Cook.
is
You're
the
right.
guy.
You're
Yeah.
100% right.
I remember that. I don't know if anyone remembers Blake Lewis at all, but I do because he came from Bothell, Washington. And there
local
was a
celebrity.
parade. There was a parade for him that went through Bothell. But I think...
Every year?
No, it was a 1-year thing. But I thought it was... I went to Bothell High School, and I was in a marching band, and I was like, are we going to get to, like, be a part of this? It was our rival high school that got to be the marching band.
Wait.
I don't get it. I don't know if you went to that
He was
school.
from Bothell.
It was a weird thing where it's like, my school represented the town. But this other school, I think, is kind of where he had
Oh my god,
allegiances
that's
to.
disgusting.
Anyway, really soured on Blake Lewis after that. I wonder how he's doing. I don't even remember what place he got in. But he got up there.
Yeah.
Enough to have a parade.
Not 24th.
Not 24th.
We'll say that much.
Not 24th.
But I do love that they're bragging about that at the club.
That's a pretty
'cause
good
that's
claim to
good.
fame, you know?
You know?
If
love
I
that.
were 24th on a reality show, I'd probably bring it up now and then.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I guess it depended on what show I was on. Because, like,
Yeah.
to be perfectly honest, if I was on something like Love is Blind,
Sure.
maybe I would never tell anyone that.
Yeah.
I think maybe that's a good idea to never tell anyone that.
Those are a whole different kind of people.
That is true.
And mostly they do ads for mobile games now is where I see them
Wow.
pop into
Clash
my...
of Kings. God bless. That is not free advertisement.
Oh
We
my
should
gosh.
bleep that name because they are not paying us for it.
Those ads are so upsetting. And they get such interesting people. Because sometimes it's reality show stars, but sometimes it's like just actors you haven't seen in a while where like, oh no, why are you doing this? Like,
Because
if,
they love Clash of Kings. Didn't you hear?
I mean, yeah, I totally believe that Clash of Kings is, you know, Topher
great-
Grace's favorite way to pass the time.
Absolutely.
But man, one day I'm gonna end up doing one of those ads, aren't I?
No.
Well,
You'll die before it comes to that.
here's the thing. I really like Clash of Kings.
No, stop. No more free advertisement. I'm reading another misconnection.
I'm a big fan
No.
of mobile gaming, and I got so excited when I found out about Clash of Kings.
No, it's all free. 777 Spade. I saw someone knock on the door to your favorite room numbered 7. I couldn't tell if they knew or not. They didn't walk right in like you like, for whatever reason. Either they were hesitant or didn't know. It didn't matter. I didn't remind them of the lotteries either, as there's no bluff to call. The 1 or the 2, neither a spade. All gambling is the same. Gaming for a chance and jonesing. diamond, club, heart, spade.
What do you make of that?
Were you impressed that I knew all of the suits?
I
really, that was the part I had to work hardest on.
You know, that's pretty impressive.
Thank you. Were you checking to make sure I did them right?
No, I just
zooming.
Just looking at them. Yeah, you know, they got the emoticons in there, you know.
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
This kind of feels like a drug thing.
I mean,
I'll be honest, I also saw this one and I was a little scared to read it on the air.
Well,
what if we get a hit put out on us?
Oh shit. Well,
like,
why are they putting
like
stuff publicly on Misconnections like no one can see it? Now I'm scared.
You tell it to the man. You tell it to the man who's threatening us.
It's a bit cryptic. Sometimes we come across like very cryptic misconnections that are clearly trying to say something.
And either we're too dumb to get it or we're just not in the right subculture, which I think this maybe is a mix of both of those things. I truly thought this was maybe a drug thing. And I don't know why, I think I associate gambling with drugs. There's also jonesing. Jonesing is a drug term.
Yeah, but gambling is also an addiction.
Gambling, exactly though. It's a metaphor.
I just don't think that's a very clever way to
Diamonds,
cover your tracks.
cocaine, clubs, heroin,
Yep.
spades, ice. The other hearts.
What's that?
Oh, that's ketamine. Clearly.
Okay. I would
Horse
thought like
heart.
Molly.
Horse heart.
Horse
heart.
So they just got every kind of drug, and they go knocking around on doors. The secret knock. You go. Oh, they got the drugs. You go to their door to knock 7 times.
But you have to walk right in like they like, or else if you just leave, you don't know the code. Obviously,
I would hate that in any scenario. If I had to go to a party and they were like, you just have to walk right in, don't like knock on the door or anything. I don't think I'd go.
What kind of parties are you getting invited to?
Not many. This is why, because I'm afraid to just walk right in. I'd have to really like double check I'm in the right place.
You could come to our party tonight, but whatever you do, don't fucking knock, bro. If you fucking knock, bro, you're getting kicked out of the party, bro.
If you double check the address, if you do anything other than get out of your car and go beeline to the door and just turn the knob immediately when you get there, then
you're out. If you sit in your car and you hype yourself up to go be social and you think to yourself, why do I put myself in these situations where I'm like really stressed out about being in social situations, and you sit in your car for a really long time and like hype yourself up?
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Sorry, that sounded like was that just me? It sounded like a loud fart for a second.
I thought a dragon was lighting a roof on fire.
It was good. My water got turned off today, so I think everyone is just enjoying their water being back on.
Yay.
Yeah, go us.
Nature is
healing.
Yeah.
Which is funny because we had an excess of water, which was causing a lot of problems. So my dad, just saw a text from my dad that said British names. It's because we're playing Jeopardy. Anyway,
if you need to take a break,
you got to take a double Jeopardy break. So I'm nervous now that we have a hit out on us. So thank you for making me read this.
Again, if this is how you're conducting your illegal business through coded misconnections, you got to know that one, it's probably going to get flagged.
Yeah.
If it doesn't get flagged, it's going to get picked up by us sleuths, and we're going to decode the shit out of it, and we're going straight to not the cops. We're going to Batman.
We're going to the podcast.
The pod. Yeah, we're going to the pod. We're going to pod. Now you're all implicated. They can't take us all down.
They can't take us all down.
They can't take us all down.
All right. I got them for you.
Okay. Bees? In search of beekeeper friend. I use a lot of honey, and I hate buying it from the grocery store. Would love to meet you and your bees. Willing to trade or pay you for honey. Bang my line. I'll admit I saw this one.
Were you also afraid to read it because you thought you might get a hit put out on us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I'm much more afraid of bees.
Yeah.
No, a lot of things going on. First of all, bang my line. Haven't heard that one. And it colors the rest of the misconnection in a specific way. Bang my line. That's such a weird way to say, I guess, hit me up. Yeah.
Sorry, Nicki Minaj just kind of leaps out. So
I understand. I mean, yeah. Okay, so there's bang my line. I feel like we got all. I haven't heard it. I feel like I'm pocketing that one.
Yep.
Save that
Please,
for later.
do it.
I think it's a great way to sign off every text or email.
Or
email.
Any interaction at all.
Any interaction.
In person?
Yeah.
You just be like, oh my God, it's been so long since I saw you. Thank you so much for coming to my party. Glad you didn't knock on the door and just barged right in.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see you around, but in the meantime, Bang my line.
Yeah. Don't be a stranger. Bang my line.
Don't be a stranger. Hey, Mom, bang my line.
It's... Bang is such a specific word.
It is. And yeah.
Yeah.
It just feels like it colors the rest. Like, I truly was on the train of, I think he's actually talking about bees and honey until
we
hit bang my line. And then I was like, are you looking for some honeys?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Some honeys.
I could get
some
that
bees,
too.
some bitches,
Some bays.
some babes.
I'm a bay keeper.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That was bad.
No. I would also love to have a beekeeper friend because honey's great.
Honey is great, and with the rising costs of groceries nowadays,
Hard to get.
don't we all want? And you know what? Local honey, that pollen actually makes you more resistant to allergies.
Oh, I know.
And I know this because I was really miserable for like a year in Portland because my medicine stopped working, and so I was looking for local pollen distributors.
Yep.
And in doing so, Googled bee pollen distributors, found that there was a house 2 house fronts down from me.
What?
That was like, I distribute pollen. Come to my house. I'm a business. I distribute pollen. Did I do it? No, because I was terrified.
That's her.
But it was, I don't know. They were just like, I sell sacks of pollen. Come to my house and buy a sack of pollen.
What do you do with it then? You just start putting it in stuff?
Yeah. You put it in tea. You can put it in morning yogurt. People like it on yogurt, which is interesting. Like, you do fruit.
Right.
Tart yogurt.
I've definitely had bee pollen in like a smoothie before.
Yeah, exactly. And you can't even notice it sometimes.
Can't even notice it.
But this guy, he wants that sweet, sweet honey.
And he also wants you to bang his line.
He wants you to bang his line real
This
good.
guy wants his line banged.
It's yeah. It's definitely a choice.
It's definitely a choice. I choose to believe they're honestly in the market for some honey.
Okay.
But
I
also
think
some, honey with a side of sex sounds pretty good.
A little sweet, sweet honey.
Honey with a side of honey.
Do you want to give me your next one? Is
Actually, I want to hold on that one because that's part of a new game we are playing here. And it's called Fuck, Marry, Kill. And here's how it works.
Great.
I've selected 3 misconnections from you.
Okay.
And you just gotta tell me which one.
Okay.
However you want to interpret it. Maybe you want to interpret it as the writer of, if you want to.
I'll interpret it. I'm good at. I'm really good at fuck, marry, kill. So.
You are. So
Thank you.
This is already in the mix. If you want to reread it, feel free. But
Okay.
that one's there.
I will. I'll read it now so that we have them all back to back.
Yes.
Listeners,
for the presentation.
Listeners, feel free to play along.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Misconnection edition. Go.
Bees? In search of beekeeper friend. I use a lot of honey and I hate buying it from the grocery store. Would love to meet you and your bees. Willing to trade or pay you for honey. Bang my line.
All right.
Option number 2. Coffee date. It's been a while since I got coffee. Would you like to go with me? And option 3. Movie night. Looking to hang out and watch a movie here. Bored. Open to all types of genres. Just a bored dude looking for some culture. Party friendly.
All right.
Okay.
3 eligible bachelors.
Okay. Easy.
Easy. Okay.
Okay. I am going to fuck bees. And here's why. A little bit of a freak. A little sticky, used to a little stickiness.
Sure.
Used to a little bit of a mess. Willing to pay.
Yeah. The mask,
And-
the protection.
The protection, very straightforward. So I think I'd fuck bees.
Okay. Kinky.
I think I'd marry movie night.
Ooh, go on.
Laid back.
Yeah.
Looking to hang out and watch a movie. Open to all types of genres. I want somebody who's open to all types of genres.
Yeah.
I like people who are willing to have new experiences, to not limit themselves to one thing.
Variety is the spice of life.
They want culture.
Yeah. You
They're
can suggest
also
anything.
party friendly. Which, I don't know what that means exactly, but I feel like I'm party friendly. Maybe not in the way they mean it, but, well. And I would have to kill coffee date because this is so boring. This is I am already asleep.
Yeah.
They've killed my vibe, so I'm going to kill them.
Also, it's been a while since I got coffee.
Would you like to go with me? That's something you can do alone.
That's something you could do alone.
Nobody's going to say, look at that freak getting coffee by themselves. No. They could do that alone.
I don't know if I want to be with somebody who is ingesting coffee for the first time in a while.
Yeah.
That's going to be a hard
Gastronomic.
trip. That's going to be,
Oh, a hard trip. I was like, Your tummy might hurt
Their
you.
tummy might hurt.
Actually, your tummy might hurt you.
You're gonna get that jolt, and they're gonna be buzzing, not like the bee person,
Not like the
in a
bee
fun
person.
way.
Not in a fun way.
And then you got to deal with that, and then there's the crash.
Crash and burn.
And then what? They're gonna be up, and then down. I mean, that's a lot to deal with. That's a lot of responsibility. I'd rather be watching a movie.
So you agree that you would kill the coffee guy?
I think I would kill coffee date person.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you agree with me on the other two, or would you swap them? Movie night and bees are your other two options.
I could see arguments for bee person being somebody who you do marry because, that's resourcefulness. That's that they're going to be providing something for you on a constant basis, or at least seeking.
Is that what
to fulfill
you
your
would do,
needs.
though?
I might, yeah, because I think I could go with
Talon, you have to.
movie
you
night.
can't-
Let me finish. Movie night person, I think would also be. They're open to all genres. I feel like it's pretty adventurous. That's pretty.
Yeah?
You wanna try things. I think they might be
Spicy.
They might be the one you fuck.
But they're also a bored dude.
So, I think they're looking for somebody to spice things up with. Is that gonna maintain through the whole marriage? You're gonna have to do a lot of work to keep the genres a coming. I think I'm fine with my choice. I think I will marry bees, fuck movie night, kill coffee date,
Fuck movie night.
fuck movie night.
A fuck movie. Anyways, that was a great game. Thanks,
That was
Talon.
fuck, marry, kill.
That was Fuck, Marry, Kill. A game I'm obsessed. I love playing that game. So,
Yeah.
anytime.
Anytime. You
Anytime.
heard it
Play it
here.
with any three things.
Any
Holy
three
Trinity, easy.
Is it?
Kill God, fuck Jesus, marry the Spirit. Anyways.
Wow. Okay.
One Way Ticket to Hell for Sarah Thompson. Okay, there you go.
Taco Bell Brat, Avenue of the Roses. You motioned for me to turn off my headlights in the drive-thru. I did. You gave a thumbs up. Then, as you exited on 82nd, I turned my headlights on. You flipped me off. I chuckled, because you're a total conch for that. But still cute anyways. I hope you get the shits. Ah.
Young love.
No. Wow. I do love this one.
It's nice.
It's great. This is, this person, I get very Aubrey Plaza vibes from this. I don't know if that makes sense. There's a nice
There's
playful way to.
a love-hate sort of
Yeah.
hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
are they going to stab me or kiss me? And maybe if they do both, I'll really like it.
Yeah.
Do you not feel that way when you look at Aubrey Plaza? Are you
I
not
would
like,
be-
if you put a knife in my abdomen, I would not be surprised by that. But also I'd be like, mommy.
But that's kind of like a Black Widow thing, I guess, right?
Yeah, but but she's not doing it to get away with it.
No.
She's doing it because she wanted to see it,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
If Aubrey Plaza wanted to knife me, I guess
Okay.
I'd allow it.
Okay, cool.
If she's listening.
I also, chaunch.
Chaunch? Conch?
I don't know what that means.
I don't.
We're learning a lot tonight. Chaunch.
Yeah.
Bang my line.
Bang my line, chaunch. There's a lot of new slang out
Bang
there.
my line, chaunch. What if this is a horrible racial slur and we're
you
saying
know?
it over and over again?
I think slurs are all about how you say them.
I don't know that that's true. Sorry, I just remember somebody dropping a horrible racial slur but saying it so sweetly.
Yeah, it's a context thing. It's like, to some a bikini might be incredibly offensive, but in the right context.
You know what? I'm going to defer to you on this one.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I will look at you a little bit interesting take, but
I hope not. I hope it's not a slur, but if it were, it's kind of as far as slurs go, a cute one.
it's not the worst. It's not the worst.
No.
But yeah, I do love this kind of love-hate relationship. I love that they hope. I mean, it's kind of a given. You're in line for Taco Bell. They're gonna get the shits. Don't
Right.
think that just because you said that you're magic when they get the shits. They were gonna get them anyways.
No, I mean, really, Taco Bell should provide some sort a Tums on the way
Tums
out.
situation.
Yeah.
I agree. Or a cooling wipe for your behind
Yes.
with some sort of witch hazel situation.
Ooh, fire sauce and then an accompanying, after dinner wipe.
Yeah, wipe.
And you use it for your fingers, and they go, oh, no.
Oh no,
That's for your anus.
that's for your other end of the tube.
That's for the crunch wrap in your, I don't know.
Yeah, that was
I'm not
rough.
going to call it a crunch wrap. I feel like I don't want to do that, and I regret
I mean,
it.
crunch wraps do often have that one place where the tortilla doesn't fold over.
Right.
And it does have kind of a butthole in the middle.
The center of the crunch wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do get like a lettuce ooze through it sometimes. Anyways.
If Everything Everywhere All at Once was sponsored by Taco Bell, I think they could have worked that in. Instead of a bagel. I think it could have done it.
Oh my God. The everything crunch wrap.
Yeah.
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 All right. I got another one from you.
Gimme.
Give you.
Well, read it.
Read it. Got it. I was confused. Sorry. Give you?
Yeah.
All right. Chaunch.
I hope you get the shits.
You work at the dump. You were working the checkout booth at the dump off US 30. You thought I had a skateboard tattoo on my finger. You had curly brown hair and a cute smile. I was too shy to ask for your number, but when I pulled away, I told my friend, "That's my dream guy." She responded, "I think he was flirting with you." Were you? Wow.
Wow.
A real missed connection there.
Kind of a legit one, yeah.
Kind of a legit one. Again, we say don't flirt with people at their jobs.
Right.
But, you know, I feel some vibes. I feel some vibes here.
The flirtee, or I guess the flirter, I guess, is the person working
Yeah.
at their job.
Yeah.
And that's not a job where you have to necessarily interact with people, I feel like. You know, it's not like a barista. So
Why not, Tom?
why not at the dump? I just feel like not a lot of people just going to hang out at the dump.
Well, you would think that. And
Am I wrong
yet,
about this?
I think people do go and hang out at the dump.
I
My
haven't
father
been to the
worked
dump.
at a dump.
Your father worked at
I've
a
been to the
dump?
dump a lot. Love the dump. Big fan of the dump.
Highlights from the dump.
Oh
please.
my God, so many highlights. Destroying toilets with golf clubs.
Oh, well,
Finding
okay.
family photos, just boxes and boxes of family photos from people.
Yeah.
Bowling for TVs
Mm.
was a sport my father and his coworkers used to play often.
Well, that's fun. Okay.
Big rats.
Big rats.
Big rats. Yeah, lots of good stuff at the dump. Love the dump.
Well,
good times at the dump.
I guess I haven't thought to look to my local dump for, festivities, but
It's a good time.
I just feel, I think the interaction with other people, though, I still feel like it's not a job requirement in the same
Yeah,
way that
well,
if
you
a
have
barista
to-
talks to you, they're going to want to smile at you and make you feel a
Sure.
certain way.
That's
you know?
yeah. I think the customer service level
Yeah.
at the dump is maybe a little
I don't think you have to be nice to people when you work at the dump. And I think if you are nice to people, you could just be nice to people, but also you might be being nice for a reason.
Are you getting all these ideas from Oscar the Grouch?
I know.
Have I caught you out?
Wow.
Are you getting all of your dump ideas from the caricature of Oscar the Grouch?
Is Sesame Street simplifying dump culture? Is Sesame Street hurting people who work at dumps by playing into a stereotype?
Oh my God.
Is Sesame Street racist? Is really what I'm trying to ask.
Some might say. I don't think anyone would say that, actually.
No.
I feel like
Yeah,
Sesame
anybody-
Street's pretty sensitive.
They're
They're pretty sensitive to things, which is nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I see what you're saying, because you go in and they do it by weight. Like they weigh how much stuff you're going to dump.
Yeah.
And then you pay. So you do have to interact with somebody, but you don't have
That's
to be
true.
like, is that a skateboard tattoo on your finger?
You don't have to take it any further than business. You
Yeah.
know, it can be very
Yeah, dump is very
In out.
business forward.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, and here's the deal. If this is a city dump, city workers get great benefits. So shoot your shot.
Hell yeah.
Shoot your shot at the dump.
And I mean also all the free goodies. All the fun stuff you get to bring home.
You're telling me, sister.
Right? So that's someone who's going to provide. Chris from Whole Foods. There's an exclamation point at the end, so I wanted to.
No, clear. Yeah.
I don't have your contact info, but we need to talk. You had a child with my mother, Audrey. Important. Whoa. Can you imagine being Chris from Whole Foods and just browsing misconnections and be like, I just maybe you just like him, or maybe you got a weird thing where you want to see if anyone's writing about you.
Yeah. Well, which I used to do. When you work in a
Sure.
public facing job, sometimes it's fun
Yeah.
to be like, because people do write about you and stuff.
Yeah, maybe you did have a little flirty moment with somebody, and you thought about it later, and you're like, I wonder if they thought about it later. And where do you go?
Misconnections.
And then you find this one, and you're Chris from Whole Foods,
Yeah.
and oh my god, this is a hell of a way to get this information.
I also love the idea that the this writer the father of their stepbrother they only know as Chris from Whole Foods. No last name.
Yeah.
Just a first name and where they work.
So
Or I guess the half
Yeah.
brother's father.
yeah.
Not step.
Who knows if Chris even still works at Whole Foods?
Who knows? Was it... Are we assuming here that Chris works at Whole Foods, or are we just...
Oh, shit.
What if they
You're
just
right.
met in Whole Foods?
Jess is a guy from Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Jess, he came from there.
Yeah.
When he met...
When he met...
Audrey.
What if they fucked in the whole grains aisle?
Well, whole... You can't spell whole without... whole.
I'm gonna put these grains in your hole. Didn't like that much,
Didn't like
did ya?
that at all. This is really important, Chris from Whole Foods,
How
though.
about you try this all-organic beef jerky? You want some clam chowder? Some free-range clam chowder?
There you go.
Open up.
Whole Foods and whole holes.
Whole holes.
I-
Whole holes.
I mean, I want an update.
I want an update, too, and
want an
we'll
update.
never know what was so important, but maybe that's for Chris to know and us to find out.
I mean, I like the implication that there's something more important than the scenario presented. Like, there's some... Like, I need to talk to you. You had a mother... Or you had a child with my mother. You had a mother with my child.
Oh, that is not
very
good.
different.
Yeah, that's
You had a
different.
child with my mother, and you're talking about something important, unrelated. We just keep getting your packages.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not, it's not at all.
No, not related.
Yeah. We're related, but like unrelated is like
Yeah.
there's someone sent you a vacuum, and I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna throw it away if you don't get it, Chris from Whole Foods. And I don't have your contact info.
Yeah, you left your plant on the desk when you visited, and it's dying, and none of us know how to take care of it. So if you could come,
Yeah.
pick up your plant.
Because that's
Important.
a whole... Imagine being Chris from Whole Foods, looking up the misconnection section, finding something about you, finding this, getting in contact with them, and they just want you to, like, come pick up your shit.
Hey,
That's a journey.
That's a journey,
That's there.
and
Someone
that's
could
what
make...
Misconnections is all about.
If Paul Thomas Anderson made a movie about that, it would win an Oscar.
Consult us on it.
Yeah.
Mysterious, dirty cutie. You have a neck tattoo that says "dirty" in a shabby cursive. You hair tends to be bleached and always growing into a giant curly mess, while changing colors from blue to pink to orange to purple until it fades for a while. I see you walking to the post office right next to my job a lot, sending packages, letters. You nod at me and almost smile, but never really do. You usually have on headphones and seem like you want to acknowledge everyone's presence, but do not want to speak anyone. So next time you pass my job, maybe you could stop by for a slice. I'm the tall guy with dreads who takes smoke breaks by the side. Dirty.
Ooh, yeah.
That's an intense tattoo to have on one's neck.
Yeah.
Dirty.
That's very Jared Leto Joker.
It incredibly so.
Yeah.
Haunting the accuracy of that statement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I would probably... You almost smile, but you never really do. I feel like that's just a person being moderately polite around other people.
Yeah. It's not like they're being held back from anything.
It's also not like they're trying to actively engage. Sometimes I walk around in a grocery store, and if I'm passing by someone and we happen to make eye contact, what are you going to do? Just like, no. You know, you got to be like...
You gotta be...
Hi. It's not... It doesn't mean anything. Don't read too much into that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and also, I mean, they literally go on to say, you seem like you want to acknowledge everyone's presence, but you do not want to speak to anyone. Although they did write, you do not speak to anyone.
Yeah. Which, they were nervous. I get it.
Yeah, oh my god, so nervous.
That person making me really nervous. I mean, you're saying it right here in the body. You figured it out. I think they're just acknowledging people. It doesn't mean...
Doesn't mean anything.
I don't mean anything.
Maybe you're thinking they have a very vivid inner life, which they probably do, but maybe not in this way.
You might be, projecting a bit onto
Stretching.
them. It's like they're not the Mona Lisa.
No. Her Lisa.
There you go.
It wasn't
Nice.
worth it. I'm so sorry.
Up top.
Nope.
Right here.
No, I don't want to give it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really rich inner life.
Really rich
Just
inner
imagining about it. Other people.
What do you think people assume about you? strangers, just as you exist.
Nothing good. I can't imagine it's anything good.
Fair.
What do you think people assume about you?
I think people assume about me that if I'm listening to music, first off, if I have headphones on, they're like, that dude's listening to Jay-Z. And like...
That's so mean of people.
I know. And like specifically like his like stoner like dad era, his more recent work. Yeah, or Drake, which equal to me.
Those are both rough. Those
Yeah.
are both rough.
I gotta tell you right now, I do not.
Shattering expectations.
Yeah. I
Shattering.
know. You look at me and you go, that's the guy who knows every Drake song. I don't.
I feel unfortunate in that I think if somebody looked at me, they would probably accurately guess what I'm listening to.
Ooh. Which would be...
That's one secret I'll never tell.
Make your assumptions in the comments,
Make your
folks.
assumptions in the comments below. Yeah. If you're guessing it's the Wii theme song, god damn it, you're right, baby.
Man. I've been listening to a lot of Mario music lately, so I can't judge. A lot of covers, though. I mean...
Sometimes you just want to exist in a place where things are simpler.
Sometimes I want to revisit my childhood and hear Dire Dire Docks from Mario 64, and it puts me at ease. On my birthday last year, Elaine and I were grabbing brunch, and there was somebody on the street with a keyboard kind of busking, and they started playing that song, Dire Dire Docks from Mario 64. It was a fantastic start to my birthday. I was like...
I really hope you went outside and gave them $1.
I gave them $10.
Yes, you did!
Because, fuck yeah, they made my morning. It was great.
That's incredible. And then we had a video game themed birthday party for you.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. What a fortuitous sign.
Big gamer nerd. In search of someone that's better, that's a better ballad song flipper than me. I am the best ballad song flipper in the Portland metro area. Someone prove me wrong. DM me at on Instagram so we can flip sometime.
You just doxed this person's Instagram. But
I'll
again,
bleep
they're putting it on the internet.
They are putting it on the internet, for one, so...
For one.
They did it to themselves. Two, what is...
Ballad song
Ballad
flipping?
song?
Well,
I tried out two pronunciations.
we are about to find out together because I'm going to look up this person on Instagram. I have no idea. I did not look this up beforehand because I thought it would be fun.
This is exciting. Real
Oh,
time.
there they are.
Wow.
Ballad song.
What is this?
What the hell is that?
Okay.
It's a butterfly knife.
Oh, well, I mean, that's kind of definitely cool
That's
to
nice.
be able to
Oh my
handle.
God.
How do you make yourself the
This person
best?
just put their mane. Like I'm looking at this person's life now.
Wow. We know a lot.
Okay, let's see how good they are.
Let's see how good they are. Are they truly the best?
Well, that's pretty good.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty good.
So
Okay.
they're looking for someone else to do this with?
Yeah. Some of these are not flippable knives. Yeah, I think they're just, they're looking for community. Oh. Whoa. Look at them go.
I
love that.
I really wish you could see what we're seeing.
I'm so sorry. But we are watching this, and they are wearing a collared shirt and slacks, which is nice.
I'm assuming a lot here. I think they're very fair skinned.
I think that's a different person, though.
Wait.
Look at this guy. This is a different guy, isn't it?
Oh, gosh, maybe you're right.
I think that they're... he just dropped it.
Well, let's check is there a caption?
No flow at the fashion show. But you know what? Here's the deal.
Out.
We like a king who posts their mistakes as well.
Yes. If this is them.
If it's them
posting another person's mistakes and being like, they're not as good as me.
Based on their personal account, which unfortunately is linked to this.
You're right.
So we might have to bleep their Instagram. I think that is the person.
Well, then, okay. So
they post their mistakes. I like that.
I mean, that's good. People are flawed. No, Instagram life isn't perfect. We got to stop pretending it is.
We got to pretend. And this person's keeping it real.
So this person is just, this isn't like a two-person sport. This is a singular person. They're just wanting to find someone who thinks they might be better than them.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Just meet them on the streets, I guess, with a knife and go around flipping.
I like the idea that it's like it has the intensity of like a Pokemon duel, or even someone who's just really good with Pokemon cards and wants to duel something. But it says two people who would meet up on the street with their butterfly knives and be like, "Go!" and then just start doing it. Are you better than me?
Yeah.
Are you gonna drop it?
Me.
I'm still going. You're still going.
Go.
Oh, one of us is gonna fail eventually. But I've never lost yet. Wow.
Well, we learned a lot actually from that one.
Yeah, that was a thrill. If I
that
saw
was a
someone
thrill.
doing that, I'd definitely be like,
Yeah.
really intrigued.
I would be too, especially if I noticed them doing it on the streets and they just started like aggressively being like, "You think you're better than me? Think you're better than me?"
I want to see a long line of people trying to meet this guy with their butterfly knife. Be like, I know I'm better. I know I'm better than this guy. I can take him. I've been training my whole life. And just
doing it.
Nope, you're out. Next.
Wow, those are really good sound effects.
Thank you.
All right, well, I've got one more from you, and then we've got our wrap up, and then one final one. So here's your last one for now.
Thank you so much.
No, it's mine.
Oh, yeah. You read it. I forgot how this works.
I know. I loved it. You very politely put your hand back, and I snatched it back as though I was like, "How dare you? How dare you try to take this from me?" Oh, okay. Owl on the red line. Is that an engagement ring?
What do you make of this one?
I don't know who's marrying birds around here, but I don't stand for that.
Yeah, all forms of the human animal relations.
We don't believe in.
No.
We're gonna take a hard stance today, folks.
I'm just remembering the terrible video y'all showed me.
Do not.
Well.
Okay. It's a video, and it's not good. And oh my god, I can't believe you brought this up.
I mean, we went there.
We went there. Okay, it's called Maregasm. I'm sorry, everybody. It's a video that in college friends and I were a little obsessed with because we were like, this is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I don't recommend looking it up.
But if you must, it's one of those things. I feel like there are certain there's a genre of video on the internet that it's like you can't really talk about. You just have to
experience.
If you're curious,
I don't think you have to experience it.
You don't have to experience it at all. I feel like it's like Two Girls, One Cup in the way that
oh my God,
I never watched it, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, same. Did not need that. I've had a pretty good self-preservation instinct on the internet so far.
Oh man, there's so much more on the internet now than there was then too. So
unfortunately,
it's definitely like it's a skill to be able to be like, I don't need to see it. Yeah. I don't need to see it.
Yeah, to remove yourself from the equation.
Anyway, but there it is if you want to look that up. Anyway,
but don't.
Owl, do we think there was someone with an actual owl? Do you think?
They wear owl apparel. They have an owl keychain.
Somebody about this person they thought if they referred to them as owl, they'll know who they are.
Yeah, and then is that an engagement ring? Is this a new development? Are they trying to see if they can make a move?
It seems like one, if it's on the right finger, you would maybe know one way or another, right?
Yeah, I would assume so.
I don't think anyone just wears rings on their ring finger for shits
unless they're
and
trying to
giggles.
get people to not harass them on public transport.
I mean, no matter what, if someone puts a ring on there, you probably know they're somewhat off limits in whatever capacity.
Absolutely.
This is a great segue into something I want to watch with you on the pod.
Let me rank your segues. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, you can rank this one and the first one.
So are we watching this live?
Yeah, let's do it. There's a video that was going around TikTok. Do you mean
to turn it up?
Let's turn it up.
Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think anyone will be able to hear what's being said. So I'm going to turn this down while we watch this.
Sure.
And we'll discuss it. So what I'm seeing is a woman at the gym. A man approaches her off camera, begins telling her things he knows about her. Then proceeds to say that he's married, and if she would like to just casually get pizza with him sometime.
Yeah. And she says,
that'd be great.
She brings up the point. I don't think your wife would appreciate that, is what she says.
And when trying to be not murdered, she also says, to buffer that, I'm glad you're upfront about that. That's good.
Watch his response, though.
He's now saying, being married is unfortunate, but sometimes you need someone you have a connection with. Ooh, I see why you had us watch this. Connections, missed connections. Oh God, yeah, this is horrid. Okay, so essentially, what I'm gathering here. This man is married and just trying to hit on a woman at the gym and get her to go out with him. And a couple of things. A couple of things are wrong with that.
Yeah.
I think we can agree.
A couple things wrong. But, it's a great save by this guy, because he goes on to say, I bet you and my wife would probably be friends. Like, that would be the best case scenario.
No. Oh my God, he does. Oh, that's horrid.
Yeah.
That's really awful. So I love that he's like, you're basically just like my wife, but you're really hot and I would like to have sex with you. And I don't want to have sex with my wife anymore, is what I'm picking up here.
We'll link the video in the show notes. But, the whole story here, man approaches a woman at gym. He's married. They have no interaction other
Before
than
this
this.
Moment. And somehow, unfortunately, he knows so much about her.
I don't really even know how that is, because it's not like you're at the gym talking about your whole life while you're working out.
No.
When I'm at the gym, I'm not doing all my reps being like, this one's for my son Tommy. This one is because I have an allergy to peanuts. Like, it's not... I don't know how you gather this info, really. Maybe she's on phone calls all the time while she's working out. I don't know. But still, you shit, those aren't for you.
And also, like, thinking that that's a good opening of, like, listing... Like, it's like this guy watched a romantic movie and was like, oh, it's, like, ladies love it when men list things they know about her. And it's like, maybe if she told you those things, sure.
Yeah.
But it's not like a... Women don't like to be treated like a game of Clue.
Yeah.
I would not like to be approached and be like, Miss Scarlett, in the dining room with a lead pipe. I'd be like, how the fuck do you know that?
Yeah.
Get away from me.
This person saw, like, the one, the scene from When Harry Met Sally, where he, like, lists off all the things he likes or knows
but
about
missed
her.
the context.
But missed the rest of the movie, where they had, like, a relationship and, like, talk.
Over, like, 20 years.
Yeah. Like... oof. And, it's just like, oh man, my connection would be your connection. Well, there was no connection on her end. That's got to go both ways. I think this guy, like, best case scenario in his mind was like, maybe this is one of those things where, like, I'm in a relationship, but obviously this is the person I'm supposed to be with, or something like that. Like I know there, like, sometimes you hear about those things, but even in that case, I think those are two people who then consent to, like, getting to be together.
Which isn't good.
And maybe deal with their relationships and do what they gotta do. But that goes two ways. Yeah. That goes two ways.
Still not a two-way street. This is something where perhaps this could have been mitigated if this guy had just written a misconnection instead.
Oh my god.
That could have been just ignored. Could have just been in the void and just been ignored.
In the same way that so many meetings should have been emails, this should have been a misconnection.
Excellent metaphor.
This is, I give misconnections a lot of shit, but this is what it prevents from happening in the world.
So you know what?
Yeah.
Misconnections wins again.
This, boy, I'm so glad this person was randomly recording their
themselves. Workout, yeah.
Because then we got this gem that they decided to share in the internet. And I hope that man's wife
sees it,
recognizes his voice,
his hand, his single hand that's in the frame.
Could you imagine? This was wild. It was a wild thing to watch. Just wow. The audacity of men. I can say that because I'm a man.
What a choncho or whatever.
What a chaunch. I hope that guy gets the shits.
What a fucking chaunch.
Don't be like him. Don't be like him. You watch the beginning part of a romantic comedy. Not just the end. Not just the highlight reel.
Watch the whole thing.
Watch the whole thing.
Chaunch.
So there's that. Great segue. Ring on finger. Probably don't tell them about their whole life. If you got a ring on your finger, also probably, like, don't approach a person you never really talked to and try to make a relationship happen with them. Like, invites her out to pizza. Gets a no. And I was like, well, this is okay. We should be friends. You'd like my wife. I bet you and my wife would get along great.
This really enraged you.
It was just like, wow. I get so embarrassed to, like, or, like, awkward about asking for just normal shit. I can't imagine having, like...
the audacity.
Just even that.
Yeah.
In me. Wow.
Wow.
But, I'm sure this is like every day for you.
Yeah, it's like every day for me.
Yeah.
Hey, Craigs. We got one more MC we want to give you. But first, thanks for joining us for another deep dive into the misconnection section. The theme song was written and performed by Rose Sherman. Follow her at Hey Shermy on Insta. And follow us at Craigsistential Crisis on Insta and TikTok for more fun. If you enjoyed our company, leave us a rating wherever you're listening. Or tell a friend about our services. Check the show notes for more info.
You ready to take us home?
I'm ready to take you home.
Do it.
I know we've both moved on, but no one will ever fuck me like you did.
I'm Talon Bigelow.
I'm Sarah Thompson.
This has been Craigsistential Crisis. Do not contact us with any unsolicited services or offers like that guy in the fucking video. What the fuck?
You're so upset. I love seeing you love being enraged about something.
Oh, that's fine.
It's fun. It's fun to feel rage once in a while.